All right, y'all, we're gonna attempt to do a little lure review since I've found a shoreline that is holding quite a few fish. We're gonna do the 4-inch Zman Mulletron on an 1/8 of an ounce weedless hook versus the 4-inch NLBN K-Tail, also on an 1/8 of an ounce weedless hook. The hooks are designed for each lure specifically, so the Mulletron is on the ZWG, that's Z-Man's swim bait hook basically, and then the NLBN is on that BKK, I think it's a 2/0 screw lock hook. So these are the hooks recommended by the manufacturer for these particular size lures. So we're gonna cruise the shoreline. I'll probably set like I don't know, 20-minute timer, and then we'll switch back and forth every time the timer goes off. Try to do maybe 3 rounds each, so an hour total for each lure, 2 hours total fishing time, and see what we catch. Oh, there's something. Oh, come on. There we go. No, 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 sir, no, sir, no, sir. Oh, that's a nice snook. That is a nice snook. All right, let's back up. Oh, no, 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 no. No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. I know you're trying to get back to that mangrove. Smart fish. Oh, yes. Smart fish. All right, let's back off on the drag a little bit. Uh-oh, nope, nope, nope. Oh, this one's a slot. There's a redfish. All right, let's see if I can provoke him. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is a good redfish. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Come back this way, buddy. There we go. Are you done, sir? Are you done? Maybe. Let's see. No. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah. There we go. Two black drum right in front of me. I can't stand up because I'm going to spook them. Nope, I think they just ignored the K-tail again. Or the lure again, sorry. The first time they ignored the Mulletron, and now they're ignoring the K-tail. Oh, but that's fishing sometimes. I cannot believe I did not have the camera on for at least 10 minutes. I've been standing here talking to myself the whole time, like a crazy person. Oh well, let's see what we can get on the K-Tail in the last, we probably have like 5 to 10 minutes left on the timer. And then we'll switch back to the Mulletron and go from there. But we should have a few more shots of fish. I mean, fish have been cruising past me on this bank this whole time. Oh, there's the timer. Man, nothing but refusals this round on the K-Tail. That's disappointing. All right, well, we got more rounds to go, so sometimes we can end up with a complete catch-up when we switch lures. There we go. Oh, that's a nice redfish. I thought I saw some movement back there. Oh, I got to be careful because there's this thing right here. Oh, no, 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 no. Turn back this way, sir. There we go, there we go. Oh, no, 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 sir. I know you're trying to go for that, whatever that is, that stump. There we go. All right, y'all, notice how I had the drag really tight at the beginning of that fight, and I was grabbing the spool or feathering it to get them away from those mangroves and kind of control them around that stump that's next to us. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, there we go. But now that we're on the opposite side from the mangroves, kind of in open water, I've backed off quite a bit. All right, that's redfish number 2 on the Mulletron. What is that? Is there a fish right there? Oh, 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 there's a fish. I just saw something flash. Oh, no, that was a terrible shot. I just saw a fish flash back there in that mangrove. There we go, that's where it's gonna be something. There we go. Oh, I pulled it away from him. Come on. Oh, okay, that's what happened. He grabbed the tail. Almost lost that Mulletron tail. He about pulled that off. All right. Well, I think that was a small snook. Oh, come on, come on. Ah. Oh, that's a small snook, I think. He's just toying with me. Or maybe there's several. There's probably several small snook in there. Would be my guess. Oh yeah, leader's slightly frayed. But they're in there and they want it. There's 2 spots I like. Let's do this one first. Oh, beautiful. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh. And I'm hung up on that mangrove root. Gonna have to go in and get it. All right, so one observation I can make already is I feel like it doesn't skip quite as nicely as the Z-Man. Might be because it's a stiffer plastic, and the Z-Man's got a lot more flexibility to it. It kind of bounces a bit better. But I don't know. I've only relatively recently started using NLBN stuff too, so maybe I'm just not used to it yet. But that is something to be aware of, though, if you're just starting out and you want a plastic that skips easily for a beginner, then you may want to go with the Z-Man. One other annoying thing too is the way the Z-Man is set up, excuse me, the way the NLBN is set up. You see how the hook tip is much more exposed, whereas the Z-Man has that little slot as well as the two mullet fins on either side, so it keeps that hook. The Z-Man keeps the hook hidden much better, I feel like, than the NLBN. Granted, that may impact your hookup ratio, make it a little bit harder to hook up, but then again, if you're not able to place your casts into the structure as well, that's going to impact your hookup ratio too. I'll give that area. Oh, there we go. Ah, nope. Come on, come back for it. Come on. Oh, that's a little one. Oh, that was spectacular. Spooked a big snook and got smacked by a little one. That gap right there. One thing about skipping though on a day like today, because of the wind putting a chop on the water like that, it's going to make skipping, regardless of the lure you're using, it's going to make skipping harder. But even with the wind chop, that Z-Man was noticeably easier. Come on, I need one fish on this K-Tail. Maybe catch something on this damn K-Tail. There we go. Oh, oh man, holy cow. He took off so fast. There's more than one fish in there though. Come on, come back for it. Come hit it again. There's a snook right there, right on the edge. I don't know for... Oh, come on, which way is this at? Let me see. Oh! No, 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 no! Oh my God! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh my God, he just smoked. Oh buddy, oh buddy, oh buddy, oh buddy. Oh, and there goes the timer. I'm gonna have to ignore that for a little while. All right, that's the end of the timer. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a spectacular way to end the day. And hopefully Mr. Oh, okay. All right, that works. That works. Bye-bye. Whew. I was about to say, hopefully Mr. Bull Shark doesn't come back. Okay, we're done. Time to go. Hey, y'all. This is Yak Squatch Fishing. Just going to go through the outro and scorecards for the NLBN K-Tail and Mulletron review. Also wanted to give you guys a closer look at the lures themselves. So on the left, you can see their the lures already rigged, and that's how they were as I was fishing with them today. Let me get in a little bit closer. So you can see a few marks on the Mulletron, but nothing significant. Pretty much took 0 damage. Basically the same for the NLBN as well. So both of them I go back out and fish again tomorrow. Keep using them for at least another fishing trip, most likely. And then here is a close-up of the hooks. This is the BKK hook that NLBN recommends. And then this one is the ZWG for the Z-Man. All right, so the first scorecard is going to be price. So on the left, we've got the NLBN K-Tail, and then on the right, the Zman Mulletron. So for the soft plastic K-Tail, you're looking at $9.99, so $10 per 5-pack for $1.99 each, $2 a piece basically for the lures. And then Zman Mulletron, you're looking at $3.99 for a 3-pack, and that comes out to $1.33 per lure, per plastic. And this pricing is straight off of each company's website, just so that you'll have that as a frame of reference. So the hooks, the BKK hooks that go with the NLBNs come for $7.49 for a 2-pack. So that's $3.75 each. And then those ZWG hooks that go with the Mulletrons are $6.49 for a 3-pack. So that's $2.16 each. And so we end up with a per lure cost for each lure completely rigged. You're looking at $5.75 for an NLBN K-Tail fully rigged. And then you're looking at $3.49 for a Mulletron that's rigged out with hook and plastic. So the Mulletron wins that by a pretty significant margin. It's not quite half the price of the NLBN, but it's close. All right, next scorecard is durability. In this case, we took no damage on either lure. We didn't get any that were lost or damaged beyond use by fishing with them. Both lures could be reused, so we're looking at a tie here. All right, so catch score. This is going to be the scorecard that I think the most people are going to be interested in. So the NLBN K-Tail, I caught one fish on it, which was a pretty good sized snook, a 29-inch, just over 29 inches. But I had a lot of refusals. I did get a few bites on it when I was blind casting up under the mangroves. But for the most part, when I was throwing in front of sight fishing, with the exception of that very last snook, all the other fish that I threw the K-Tail in front of and worked it past, regardless of the type of retrieve, whether it was a slow retrieve or, excuse me, a steady retrieve, a slow, medium, fast retrieve, really, really aggressive, whatever the retrieve, got a lot of refusals on that. So that's 2 points total for the K-Tail, remembering our rule set based on Justin Menendez's original video from a few years ago. 2 points for game fish, 1 point for non-game fish, and then undesirable species like catfish and stingrays don't count, of course, but we didn't catch any of those today. So, all right, looking over at the Zman Mulletron, we got a snook and 2 reds on that. Also did get some refusals, but obviously there were more fish that were willing to play with that. I also did get a few bites under the mangroves that I wasn't able to hook for whatever reason, whether they were short strikes or something else. So, but overall, we end up with 3 game fish total. That's 2 points per game fish. So there's 6 points total for the Mulletron. So Mulletron wins on that scorecard as well. All right, now overall winner of today's review is the Mulletron because we have to win, a lure has to win at least 2 out of the 3 categories. So cost, the Mulletron won. Durability was a tie, and then catch score, the Mulletron won again. So with today's review, the Mulletron very clearly and decisively won between the 2 lures. Now, a few overall points I wanted to go over based on my experience. The Z-Man, the material that the Z-Man plastic is made out of, makes it so much easier to skip, especially today where it was really, really windy, really, really choppy. That K-Tail being so much stiffer of a plastic, there was really no margin of error. If you didn't get those skip casts in perfectly, if you hit a little bit of chop or anything like that, it just didn't go anywhere. It didn't skip nearly as nicely as the Mulletron did. Regardless of, I had plenty of time. I had a couple times where the skip cast didn't quite go where I wanted it to go because of the chop. It kind of hit and then would bounce off sideways. But I got much further back into the mangroves with this Mulletron. So that if you're skipping mangroves or skipping docks or things like that, and you want a better performing skip casting bait, the Z-Man plastic does a much better job based on today's results. So for me personally, if I'm going to be spending my money on lures, between the two, it's going to be Z-Man. I'm not going to be spending double the money for a lure that just doesn't work as well and doesn't catch as well going forward. So also recommendation for anybody who is new getting into saltwater fishing, and you go into a tackle shop and you get completely overwhelmed seeing all the different choices on the shelves. Between these two, if you got a fresh start, you don't know what to put in your tackle box at all, get Z-Man lures between the two. Much more cost effective, and they're just going to work better on the water, at least when you're looking for like a wedge tail type of lure. Now, if you've already spent a lot of money on the NLBN, I mean, of course, fish them. Don't just give them away or throw them away or put them on a shelf and buy all new stuff. I mean, get out there with the NLBN stuff you have, fish them until you use them all up. And then when you're ready to replace, then you may want to look at getting Z-Man or something else. There's other options as well that don't cost nearly as much. So if catching fish and saving money is a priority for you, then the Z-Man Mulletron is the decisive winner over the K-Tail for today's review. I may do a follow-up review later on in the summer or fall or something like that as time permits. So keep an eye out for that. I'll label it a part 2 or something like that, most likely. But hopefully this is useful and educational for you. Yak Squatch out.